Hello, everybody. I say everybody, there's about 2 people watching. But that is 2 people more to entertain. It's F4, it's Wednesday. I'm Stephen, your usual F3 commentator, subbing in for David. He's not here. He has work. As an unemployed man, I do not have work. It's a problem. Anyway, lots of drivers going out quickly, which makes me think it might rain. That's exciting. Hello, other Stephen. Straight away, Kicksauber is out of the garage. Let's get all the stuff that we want to see. Let me turn the sound down, because I think it's loud. Is it loud? I don't know. Might be it's loud. Turn it down for my own ears. Yeah. Hard tyres are banned, as they were for all the other tiers, so that is going to be very interesting. The F3 race on Monday was wet, so we didn't see that. Yesterday's F2, there was a lot of 2 stops, soft, medium, 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 soft. Yeah, the softs are not very good, but the real question right now is about qualifying. Who's going to put it on pole? I'm going to apologise in advance for not knowing everybody's names, because I've not commentated this tier before, so I don't really know many people. But the Kicksauber of War, who I believe is... oh, it's either Bradley or Nick. That's a great question. I don't know. But he's on a lap. And he's thrown overtake on into turn 2. Jake has left the session. If you want to add me, go for it, and I'll invite you back. But yeah. Anyway, turn 4. No downshifts. Nicely avoided the edge of the track there. It's a yellow flag as an Aston Martin of Mount is off the track for some reason. And he's going again. He's just getting out of everybody's way. That's completely fine. Back on board with the Kicksauber. Still got some battery. Obviously purple because he's first to set a time. Around the final few corners here. What is the opening time going to be? F3 pole was a 14.2, F2 pole was a 13.7. That's a 14.9 opening lap. Next across the line is Harry Spanswick with a 14.8, goes fastest for now. Sam Pritchard, my former teammate, is next. 14.5 for him, he goes quickest. There's a Haas starting the lap and a Haas finishing the lap. And that's not the right one. Here is Alfie across the line for a 14.3. That is close to F3 pole already, as very many other drivers filter into the top 10. Stuart Bradbury, P6. The Aston Martin of Lisk, Kais, I think is their name, with a build lap. Maybe made a mistake. Alone in the McLaren 19.7. Bart Mounting starting his lap as well. Still got 2 Williams to cross the line. Here is Mark. Bit of overtake. Still plenty of battery actually. Must use more next lap, I would have thought. To the line, overtake to the line. What is this going to be? It's going to be a 15. It's a 15.6. Puts in P6 for now. Robert's game has crashed. If you want to add me to get in the lobby, please do so, because... oh, somebody did. Am I blind? Where is this person? You can, if I can find your name, Mr. Jake. Oh. I don't see him. Unless he's I Love Mitch Snape. and invite people later. I don't think we missed anything. Ah, the Aston Martins have gone 7th and 8th. It looks like. Shape 21933. Okay, I love Mitch Snape is Luke Mills. That is not Jake. There is no Jake here. Anyway, first runs are done. My fear of rain was looks like there's not going to be any rain. We'll see as everyone goes out for their second runs. Jake has added me. Thank you, Jake. Accepted. But then you don't appear in the list? Do I need to refresh the list? Aha! I did it. I did it. Anyway, Jake is in. That is wonderful news. We will see what he can do later. But let's watch someone who's on track. Who's on track? There's a Ferrari on track. Oh, this person was already in the lobby. That makes sense. Okie dokie. They're coming into the pit. So there's a Mercedes. Or Robert, who has rejoined the lobby. And he's going for his first flying lap. He's worn on that. He is, and he's half a tenth up into the middle sector. Decent little chicane there. Bit of a slide. That looks a bit shaky. But he's kept it on the track. Spanswick was always P4. I thought he just went P4. He's a 10th up. He's purple middle sector here. This could be a good lap. Well, he needs 6 tenths to beat the pole man, Alfie. When did that happen? Must have missed that. Sorry, everybody. War to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 14.9 again. That might have been on the same set tyres. I'm not sure. There's a Red Bull. 3 tenths up for Stuart Bradbury. P7, not too bad. The Astons are on their lap. How's Robert doing? He's on a lap. He's invalidated his lap. That's a shame for him. He will be able to go again though, if he has the fuel. Another invalidation there. Let's watch one of the Astons. Into turn 2. You want to hug the inside, but you don't want to get on the curb, because that will spin you around a little bit. Decently done. I'd use a bit of battery here, but some people choose not to. Up towards turn 4, I like 7th gear through here. Some use 6th. That was pretty smooth. Could have been attacked more. Decent here. Use as much of the track as you like. Let's see if this Red Bull gets out of the way. Or are we going to see some impeding here? Ooh, well, just about got out of the way. But this is looking like a decent lap. This will be a 14, I would think. I think this will be a 14. Just confirming I can be heard. Through the final corner. DRS to the line, overtake to the line. Is it a 14? It is a 14.8. It's P4. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Who's next? There's a couple of pitters. There's a Haps. Of Alfie, who's 2 tenths up again. He's going to beat the F3 pole at this rate. This is quite frankly a ridiculous pace for an F4 driver here. Bit of a slide on the exit. hugging very tightly that apex. To the line, is it a 13? It's a 13.8. That's faster than I went in F2 yesterday. Goodness me. That is ridiculous. A 13.8. Some of the F1 drivers probably aren't doing 13.8s right now. I don't know. Anyway, Bart, what have you got for me? You're 4.5 tenths up, lads. Lovely stuff. 15-1 P7. Not too bad. 6.5 minutes to go then. Robert is on an outlap again. Nice, is pitting. Alfie's way down. Elite is on an outlap. Let's watch Robert's first valid lap. Let's hope it's valid. Of the session. Plenty of overtake. Down the main straight into turn 1. Braking. Apex. Maybe a bit too much, but he didn't lose the back end. He did lose the back end. On power. In towards what I would say is turn 2. That's a lot of lock on the wheels there. A lot of steering lock. Bit of overtake. Smoothly done. And his first sector's a 27.2. Not the best. But, you know, he needs a lap on the board at this point. Oh, that's a bit slidey. He's not looking great. It doesn't look... setup doesn't look with him here. It looks like he's turning the wheel and it's not really doing what he wants. Flat out through here. More overtake. Shift up to 7th. Few down shifts. That's a bit deep. Missed the apex there. Well, to the line, I would say a 16. Oh, 16.0. It's P12 for now. There's definitely plenty of time to improve that lap. Next across the line is Stewart, who is starting a lap. Oh, I think we'll watch it, because everyone else is on outlaps as we approach the last 5 minutes of this qualifying session. It's all to play for, apart from P1, because that's a ridiculous time. But there you go. Nicely done. Into turn 4. Don't run wide. Very nice. I made a few mistakes there yesterday. Probably the hardest call on the track, in my opinion. 6 and 7. Smoothly done. Don't want to take too much curb to spin the car like you've done there. Oh, now it's a bit shaky. What are the rears saying? The rear tyres aren't liking it. A sector to go. And he's a 10.5 up. He's purple in the middle sector. I don't believe that for 1 minute. No offence, but there's a 13.8 on the board. But we're on to improve, get in the top 5 maybe with a good last sector here for Stewart. Yes, a 13.8 in F4. Let's check his files, that's what I say. Where are the game files? It's P9. Loses out in the final sector and only sets the same time he did previously. Mark, however, is 3.5 tenths up, so he could put himself into the top 10 a bit more with a good final sector. Round the final corner, hugging the inside, overtake as early as possible without losing the rear. To the line, it's a 15.1, it's a 5/10 improvement. Puts him just behind Bart in P8 there. Andre... it doesn't say his name's Andre on the attendance check-in, but we'll call him Andre. Anyway, the McLarens, 3/10 up for the Malones here. Up to P5, very nice. The other Stephen goes to P11. Alfie is on Intus, that's how confident he is. I wanted to see a full-blown lap on softs, but he's not going to do that. He's showboating, that's what he's doing. He's only 4 tenths clear of Andre in P2 actually, I missed that. I say only 4/10. That's a lot. That is a big margin. Robert has retired into the pit lane. No problem there. As War starts a lap and Stewart starts a lap. Jake is chilling in the pit lane. Don't know why, because he is in the lobby. There's a Ferrari going slowly. Letting through. Let's watch. Who should we watch? Everyone's coming out to do their final runs here. So I don't know who to choose. So many choices. Oh, was Stephen Pitts. That will probably be his last lap then, because he can't get out and do another run in time. So that's his day done. Will be P11 at best. The other McLaren is also in. War is way down on his time. What about Stewart? He's also backed out. And will go maybe for one last go. He needs to put it into none if he wants to do that though. Liska, Kais, what have you got for me? Into turn 1. Very nice. Bit of overtake up through the gears. Bart's going slowly in the final sector just to cool his tyres down a bit. Sam's had enough. He's happy with P3. It's weird. I'm a bit surprised that not everyone's out at the end of the session. I know there's a hard tyre ban, so people are going to save a set of softs maybe. But you can start on a used soft and it's not a big penalty. Yeah, do we have a new Charlie Krishna in F4? She's obviously doing very well for herself in F3, as Kais has had enough, so we're going to watch Bart Nouting. Unless we're going to watch Elite. Where's Elite? Elite's invalidated. Bart! Let's see it. No bias from the comms here, no bias. Beautiful line. Turn 4. Can we get it nicely, smoothly done here? Downshift. Just decides to downshift, but gets away with it. Carries a lot of speed. Through turn 5, a bit of space on the exit if he wanted to use it though. 6 and 7. Hop the curbs. Very nice. Don't touch the grass, but you want to use a bit of curb here. Bit of overtake there, that's an interesting position to do it. Flat out through 11. 3/10 down though for Bart. I think that is it then. That is your grid, it looks like, unless Bart somehow does a Max Verstappen in the final sector at Monaco. Bart to the line. It's a 15 something. And it's P8 for Bart. But Alfie's on pole by 4/10 with a 13.8. It's absolutely ridiculous. Some would say he's been sandbagging every other race. But anyway, there's your grids. Alfie, Andre, Sam, Kais, Malones, Harry, War, Bart, Mark, Stewart, other Stephen, Elite, Laurie, Robert, and Jake. Didn't set a time even though he's in the lobby. Very strange. Race director, nothing happened. Brilliant. Let's see these hard tyres not be used in the race. There is no reason to retire, everybody. Do not retire. Do the race. No rain. That's what we like to see. I want to see these F4 drivers put their strategic hats on and mix it up, because honestly I quite enjoyed the 2-stop yesterday. Bit of fun. More to think about. There are also 2 safety cars in the F2 race, so I wonder if there'll be any safety cars in this race. Watch my own stream on my phone in the background. Anyway, we wait for them to all decide what their strategy is going to be. This took a while yesterday. and it will do the same today. Any predictions in chat of who's going to win today? Well, we've seen a 13.8 in qualifying, so we can't really put it past the pole man to just waltz off into the distance and say, thank you very much. That's an easy victory. But you never know, it's F4. He could get Bottased into turn 1. Haven't seen any bowling yet today. I'm looking forward to seeing some bowling, to be honest. Everyone loves a bit of bowling. What about Sam in P3, I think he is? Former F3 driver, what can he do? Harry Spanswick. Former championship contender. Oh, we have lights. We have racing. We have 5 red lights. And the race is underway, and Alfie will probably lead off the start, but it's a good start for the Ferrari in third. As I said, Sam is looking very lively, and it's 3 wide into the first corner. Who's going to come out in front? Sam's pushing it. It's the Sauber of Andre who takes the lead. Liska's up to 4, and Alfie has lost 2 places off the start there. Well, he's going to have to work for his race win here. War's up the inside of Stewart. Has anyone gone for the hard tyres? We need to know. We need to know. I see some mediums. I see some softs. Harry Spell, the leaders. Sharky is going for the lead. He's run wide. And I think he's given back that position because he ran wide. Side by side for the Aston. They're still side by side, the leaders. Sam is going to take the lead, is he? It's still side by side. There's cars everywhere. They're all off the road. War's up to P3 out of absolutely nowhere. There's a Haas almost wide there of Alfie. And I want to have a minute so I can put the tyre down information on. But everything's going on. Everyone's on softs and mediums. That's good to see. No cheating as of yet. No disqualifications. We all calm down. Sam, from 3rd on the grid, I believe, has taken the lead. Meanwhile, the Sauber of War is up 4 places there. I think that's Bradley. It is Bradley, isn't it? It's Bradley. Stewart's up 4 places as well in 6th. And Jake from the back of the grid is up 3 places. They're your big winners. But everybody seems to have a front wing. Everybody is through. So the next question, Alfie would have got P12 in F1. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. He would have got P2 in F2. I think. Or 3rd. No, I was 3rd. Anyway, Sam leads. From the 2 kick Saubers, there's a penalty for War already. Is that 3 warnings? Already. It's not going to go well, but there may be a lot of warnings in this field. Don't know what to expect with F4. The question I was going to say is, when are people going to pit? Because the softs do not last long at all. The first pitter in the F2 yesterday was on lap 3. Harry Spanswick is eyeing up Stewart already here on his medium tyres. Those are not possible race strategies, games. We are not allowed the hard tyres. Don't lie to us. Fastest laps for Alfie in P4. No surprise there from the pole sitter. There's a McLaren looking for a move, but everyone is going to stay single file here. And we sort of have a group of 10 and then a gap back to the other Stephen in P11. Feels wrong calling the other Stephen. He was here before me. I'm an imposter. Anyway, Ferrari leads as Harry gets past Stewart without me noticing. Thanks very much, Harry. Could have given me a warning. Bart, by the way, is on the back of Mark here. 1/10 the difference. Harry needs to catch back up to the GRS train, but he is on first on the mediums, so that's going to be quite easy to close that gap because the softs will already be overheating. It is a bit cloudy though. That could help. That could help. I don't know how well this game actually simulates track temperature, but it being cloudy certainly could help. Anyway, no pitters at the end of lap 3. Looks like there's a yellow flag and there's a Williams off. It's Jake, I think. He's gone straight on. Don't really know why he's gone straight on. Maybe he got punted, maybe he locked up. But he's dropped to last after gaining some positions on the opening lap. Meanwhile, the top 3 are all within a tenth. Stewart is looking to get past. Oh no, he's being passed by Mark here in the Williams. And Mark is through. That's a very nice move from the Williams driver, the second lead medium runner of the field. So we have a top 6, and then we have a gap. That might change. We will see. Long way to go in this race. Maybe there's some rain in the future. Who knows? But what we do know is these soft runners are going to be pitting you within the next 1 or 2 laps, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if someone gives it a go now for the undercut. Maybe Alfie. You know, he's got the pace. Harry's making a move though on the Aston Martin. Is this a signal to the Aston Martin to get in the pits and try and undercut? You'll take the lead, lads. Maybe. Harry's still going for it round the outside of the final corner. There's a bit of contact. And Kais does well to collect it. And she is into the pit. He is into the pits. Sorry. Liska sounds a feminine name, lads. Anyway, 2 pitters actually. The Sauber of Andre is in the pits as well. They're definitely listening to me. Where are they going to come out? Stewart overtakes Bart into turn 1. Bart who's got the medium tyres on. Sam comfortably leads, which is a bit surprising considering the pace we saw from Alfie in qualifying, but maybe he's a Crawley merchant. Is he a time trial merchant? We'll find out. Is he going to pit as Bart retakes the position on Stewart in an unorthodox place there, probably at the chicane. And Harry is all over the back of the Haas. Is he going to go for a dive bomb? That would have been a very risky dive bomb. Still looking for moves, but I think some of these people are going to be responding and into the pits. Yes, Alfie is into the pits, as he should be, because Andre and Liska are on the back of Jake, who obviously had a mistake. It's another... oh no, Robert's just been passed into the final corner, actually. Mark and the McLaren up side by side into turn 1. Mark is going to come out on top on the medium tyres. They are definitely the better tyre now. I would be getting off it as soon as possible. Where is Alfie going to come out the pits? There he is, and the Aston is through. He's lost a position in the pit stops, which to me says that Andre is going to lead this race when the top 2 pit. Harry is all over the back of that top 2 with loads of battery to spend. Bradley makes a mistake there. You can't go round the outside there, lad. He's made a mistake. There was no room. No room for what he wanted to do. But, you know, they should get out of his way. They should get out of Harry's way here because they are going to lose position. Robert has had a mistake here. Seemingly by himself. Jake has left the session. Don't know if he wants to leave the session, but I will invite him back after we see where War comes out. Jake. Jake, if you want back in, a safety car could save your race. Don't worry about it. Anyway, War, where's he going to come out? As the Aston Martin sets the fastest lap and War is passed by everybody. So Sam still leads from Harry in P2, but he's done 7 laps on these tyres now. 6.5. And they are going to be screaming at him to box. Unless he's trying to do a 1-stop. That would be bold. Or would it be stupid? I don't know. I don't think anyone's tried a 1-stop yet. We'll have to wait and see as Andre gets past Robert, who is really struggling. the Aston will want to make quick work as well, because they are putting themselves in a battle for the lead here if they can catch up to Andre. Big slide from Robert, who kind of moves, but I think he was just collecting the slide. Kind of defended a bit late there. But we'll put that down to bad traction. Meanwhile, Sam is into the pits. Sam Pritchard, everybody. Into the pits. When is he going to come out? I think he's going to be behind all of them by a second or two. And Robert's got a 10-second penalty, and he'll probably retire, maybe. I don't know. You don't need to retire. There might be a safety car. Yes, Sam is 2 seconds behind everyone else. But Andre now has the net lead, and Harry has the actual lead here. 2.4 seconds clear of Mark, and Barton Outing in P3. These guys all started on the medium tyres. Stewart and the other Ferrari are the only drivers yet to make a pit stop who started on the soft tyres. Alfie, though, showing his quali pace, is right on the back of the Aston here, and will be looking to get past. Bradley is watching and waiting himself to do the same thing. Bit of a lock up there from somebody up the road. Stewart finally pits. Lap 9, or end of lap 8 for him. That is some stint, I've got to say, considering these tyres are completely awful. That was not a move. Bart looks like he might be gaining on P2 man here of Mark. As Robert gets a 3-second time penalty, down in 14th. He's put on a new set of softs. Surprising. Oh no, he was on he started on mediums, didn't he? So he's now put softs on. As Elite's round, Elite has spun. The Haas has spun the car. He keeps going, but that's not going to help. He lost at least 4 or 5 positions there, I think. Just having started on those medium tyres. Moore gets another penalty. That's 6 seconds for him now. That's not going to help his race. So who's going to win this race then? Andre is in a good position for Kick Sauber. Liska just behind. Alfie as well. Moore's kind of taken himself out of it with those penalties for now at least. And then Sam is still lurking. Actually done really well to gain back that time. Lost by the undercut already. And is joining the train. Meanwhile, Alfie's looking for a move on the Aston Martin. He goes to the outside. Aston defends to the inside very well. Bradley's having a look though. And they all carry on the way they were. Meanwhile behind Elite is doing nothing. I think he lost more time. Oh, they're side by side here. Bradley's going up the inside into turn 4. That's an audacious move, and he's made it stick. Very, very nice. Got well enough alongside that he had the corner and just said, thank you very much. I will move myself up into P7. Which is very good for his race. It's a yellow flag. Robert is round again. Not having a good race. Not having a good race at all. As Andre and Steven are going side by side. Easy move for Andre. Sam and Alfie are side by side themselves, slightly behind this. As Bradley's trying to move on Liska ahead. 2 by 2 here. Round the final corner. Who will make the move into turn 1 is the question. There's 4 cars all in the space of a second here. And Bradley's going for it. We can see on board with the Haas. He's through, and the Haas is going to go for a dive bomb. He's really late on the brakes. He's done very well to get it stopped. But the Aston is still side by side with them. Bit of contact. Is there going to be a late lunge here? That would be a bit risky. And the Aston Martin has lost 2 positions as Sam runs into the back of him. Just about. Doesn't want to give it up though. He's going to go for a move into turn 4. Is he not on the outside? That is surely suicidal. And it is suicidal, way off the track. But has kept it in 8th. Sam couldn't capitalise on the Aston Martin running wide there. So everybody calms down. And we go again. There's a train from Andre all the way down to Sam in P9. Bradley's on the back of Stephen, who hasn't pitted yet, and he's nearly taken him out, and he's nearly in the wall. He's on the grass. He's been a bit aggressive. He's gone for it again. Side by side now with the McLaren. We don't want any more contacts. Surely not. Stephen's sticking with it, despite being on older tyres. They're queuing up behind him to get past him as well. He's got 100% battery. He could fly right back past here if he wanted. More contact. The hand goes up. Alfie's trying to move. Bit more contact. Sam's trying to move. It's 3 wide. What a great camera angle. Thank you very much, game. Can we make it 4 wide? Let's not do that. Sam has the inside. The Aston's going to follow him through. The Aston could get all 3 of them. This is absolutely ridiculous. We'll let the racing speak for itself for a minute. Alfie's going to hold on to the position. I thought the Aston was going to get all 3 of them. There's more contact. He's on the grass. Stephen's trying to get back past and does so. That is very unfortunate for the Aston, who runs wide again, trying to get past on the outside of turn 4. Whether that will be a report, I do not know. But that was very exciting. 3 wide down the straight, nearly 4 wide. And Melamed has caught up. Oh, it's Finn. I didn't even realise that was Finn. Terrible. Watching your McLaren boys. There's a yellow flag. Mark has had an incident. He's spun round. He doesn't have any damage, but he's coming into the pits anyway, which means promotes Bart up to P2. Harry still leads, and that's pretty good for Harry, I'd say. Harry will be very much liking this, as all the battling happens behind him, as Sam tries to get past the Sauber. Does so very easily with DRS. DRS is very powerful around here. If the driver in front doesn't have DRS, you are basically through, I think. If you're within 6/10, maybe. But yeah, Sam up to 4th, despite obviously on the fresher tyres, 3 laps fresher as we see, compared to Andre. So can he hunt Andre down? Here I was talking about an undercut. Sam's making the overcut work here. What do I know? Absolutely nothing. Elite gets passed, I think, by Laurie, the Ferrari there. Who is the other Ferrari? Oh, yeah, their name is actually Laurie. That's excellent. Ooh, a bit shaky for the Haas there. Turning the wheel left and right in a right-hander. Harry's 4 seconds clear of Bart, but I think the top 3 will be quite happy with how this is going. Sam as well. Alfie, poleman, is only 6th at the moment. Some people haven't pitted. He's net P4, net P3 if you include penalties. He's lost a bit of time. I thought he was within a second. As behind we see the Aston Martin under pressure from the McLaren. This is what you wanted to see, Finn. This is not what I want to see as a biased man. And Melamed, however you're supposed to say that name, is up into P7. More points. There's a Mercedes round again. It's Roberts. Unfortunately for him. I think the Aston of Liska's been off the track a bit much and has damaged the tyres. But if they can get some consistent laps together, maybe they can get back past. We will see. By the way, Harry Spanswick has lost his lead to Bart completely. What's happened? He was 4 seconds clear, it's now 1.1. He must have made a mistake. That's going to cost him. And he's into the pits. So is Bart. Where are they going to come out is the question we all want to know. Sam is right on the back of Andre and is going to probably fly past into turn 1. The other Sauber is going to watch and learn as Sam is looking to take the lead, retake the lead. He can't do it actually, as I think Andre got some DRS there from maybe I might have missed that. It looked like Andre had DRS. Where's Harry and Bart going to come out? They're going to be down in 10th, around where Mark was before he pitted. Or where Mark is even. As he spun. But they've got very fresh tyres and they're going to, you know, power through the field. Ferrari's also in for a new nose. Screw Aston. Absolute disgrace in the chat. Disgraceful opinion. Meanwhile, bloody hell. I'm allowed to swear. It's 3 wide for the lead. What's going on here? I don't know. But Andre's back in the lead. Sam's not happy about it. He's trying to go up the inside of turn 11, the fast right-hander. That is very dangerous. And Alfie's right here. I do not know what happened, but I was busy reading chat. We still got 20 laps of this. This has been quite a good race. I've enjoyed this. F3 was dull on Monday. Anyway, it's a kick Sauber 1-2. Again. Everybody loves a kick Sauber 1-2. But they're going to change places here. Is this team orders or is this just, I want to take the lead, says War. I mean, if it was team orders, Andre would hold them up for 6 seconds and War would win the race with a kick Sauber 1-2. Meanwhile, Mark and Stewart are going side by side. Very nice move, but we're watching this battle because this has got very, very feisty all over the track. Some say there's only one place to overtake in Hungary, which is turn 1. F4 says no. Can overtake anywhere. Anywhere. Yep, Saubers are back in front. But, look at that penalty. That is going to drop him all the way to P6. Unfortunately. Although one of them may be able to be removed from earlier on, I don't know. They got that within 1 or 2 laps. Yeah, F4 is always entertaining. It's less sweat, more vibes, you know. My question is who's going to pit next? I think you can do about 15 laps on the mediums, ideally. So that says Andre will pit soon. But speaking of Andre, he's going to take the lead from his teammate. Very easily done. Runs a bit deep though, and will let Bradley back past. Sam might like to get involved here. Is there a kick Sauber roadblock, or is Sam going to make it a sandwich? Bart's been overtaken by Stewart as he made a mistake, but I shouldn't have flicked to that because Sam's into P2 and he's looking at the leader. Can I place bets on who I think is going to win? I think Sam's going to win. No bias at all. Always. Oh no! Please don't say I've cursed him. We don't want to be a commentator curse. We've got 15 viewers. It's incredible numbers for F4. The top 5 are all 2/10 apart, which means absolutely anything can happen at any corner. And here, Sam is about to prove that by going up the inside. Not quite. Not quite. He waits this time. He waits to go into turn 1 and make a move. Andre is going to try and follow him through, but so is Alfie, and so is the McLaren. The Aston is gaining as well. Side by side already. He's been pushed onto the grass a little bit there. Sam is going to take the lead with DRS quite easily into turn 1. Harry Spanswick sets the fastest lap. He's down in 8th, but he is gaining quickly on this pack. And we could have like an 8-car battle. Robert's getting lapped. So will Sam disappear into the distance is a question, because he's looked quick. He pitted later, and then has charged his way past everybody, taken the lead twice. Can he get past, get the gap up to 1 second? If he can, he might get away into the distance. Bradley is a bit slow at the moment, it looks like, down to 7/10 gap. But if you keep it within DRS, you should be able to close right back up. It's 9/10 though. This could be close. Where's the detection? The detection is around the next corner and it's still 9/10. This could be not ideal for Bradley here. I think he's just in. Yeah, he's just in. And he's got 94% ERS, so he will absolutely deplete the battery to catch back up. Meanwhile, nothing. Harry's making a move on mark. Don't count out Harry, you know, because he's got the softs to put on, and although the softs are rubbish, they're a bit better at the end of the race. And people today went further on the softs than I expected them to. So maybe the cloudier conditions are helping that. Alfie, the pole man, the 12th place in F1 quali man. Oh! There's a screen freeze for Andre, that's not helpful. Meanwhile, the gap at the front is now 1.5. Sam is getting away. As Bradley puts it into none, which is strange, I think. I don't think I ever put it into none yesterday. But I don't like none. It's amazing how much pace you lose when you put it into none. Interesting chat going on there. What about the McLaren? 2 tenths behind Andre here. Oh, that's a mistake for Alfie. He's had a bit of a tank slapper as Andre pits. He's done 14 laps. And he can get to the end on a set of medium from here. It's quite an aggressive undercut. But it's an undercut. Another undercut for the Aston as well. They're both doing the same thing. 14 laps and then 16 laps. As the McLaren is up the inside into turn 1. They're still side by side. No ERS left for the Haas though, and the McLaren is up into P3. But we have to remember, a couple people have just pitted. And they come out right next to each other. About a second off Stephen. So this could be interesting, because Stephen's on 6 lap old mediums. Penalty for Stewart there. Penalty for Alfie as well at some point. Jake's on hards. When did this happen? Disqualify him. Now. He's last anyway. Oh! He's putting on a show. He's last, doesn't matter. Harry Spanswick, by the way, is right on the back of the leading train, apart from Sam, who's taken off into the distance. Andre gets past Stephen, but Harry gets up into 4th as Alfie pits. I don't know how this is going to shake out. You know, Harry is right in this race and now has 7 lap fresher tyres than the 2 ahead of him. Good maths there from me. That's the McLaren team orders I sense from the chat. Surely not. It's not like Aston did any of that yesterday. Not at all. We would never. Would never deploy another driver to hold one up so the other guy could catch. Not at all. Speaking of Astons, around the outside of the Sauber. Oh, I was hoping for a send there. Harry is all over the back of the McLaren. I think Harry's going to take the lead not too long. Robert is out. Could that be a safety car? It is a safety car. I don't know where it is exactly. Where is Robert? The other Aston I'm looking at. It's just around this corner here. He's done... Well, he's crashed here. We have a safety car. Oh, that's not good for Harry. The top 2 will pit. Stewart will pit. I don't know what Harry does. That's really messed up Harry here. He pits. But you can't do softs for 14 laps. I don't think, mate. Prove me wrong, you know. Mark stays out. That's an interesting... Well, he wants to lead the restart. Bart stays out. He also wants to lead. Because he... Yeah. They need to put softs on, so I guess it makes sense for them to stay out. This has really shaken everything up. I do not know who's going to win anymore. I mean, I didn't before, but you know. The safety car is out with 13 laps to go, so you'll probably have 11 laps of racing, I think. 11 laps. Could you do 11 laps on softs? Probably not. I mean, you probably could, but you'd fall off a cliff, I think. But what other choice do you have, you know? And Jake is a lap down, so it doesn't matter that he put the hards on. Everyone's warming their tyres, which is a bit surprising. Anyway, your order is Mark in the Williams is first. He still has to pit. Because he's used medium. Let's have a look. Yeah, Mark and Bart have to pit at some point. So does Steven. So does Elite. Everybody else is fighting for the win. So Sam basically has the net lead of the race, I would say. Followed by the McLaren, up into P2 now. Net P2 of Malone. Harry Spanswick's got to do 11 laps on softs, which I'm not sure about. But it's probably better than staying out. We don't know. Then we have the two Kick Saubers. Then we have Lisk in 8th. Net 6th. Alfie, the pole man. Stewart, Elite. Steven does pit. Smart, I think. I would expect Elite to pit as well. Those softs are going to die though. And then the Ferrari of Laurie is at the back with Jake chilling in the middle despite being a lap down. That could be interesting. It's just ahead of Stewart and behind Alfie. I'm not going to make a prediction. I still think Sam's going to win. Although I did say Harry would win at one point. But what I do predict, there's actually going to be 12 laps of racing. 11? I can't do maths. Anyway, what I do predict is absolute chaos on this restart. I cannot wait. So Mark is going to lead them. But when's he going to go? There's quite a few gaps between the field. They're not quite nose to tail as you may expect. Safety car's not really in the pits yet. It's quite a fast restart. But he's going to go around the final corner. It looks like he might have gone. No, he hasn't gone. When's he going to go? He's gone. And he's dropped Bart like anything. Sam is going to be all over the back of Bart here as they all go into turn 1. Mark's got the lead, but Sam's got the inside on Bart for P2. Alfie's making a move in the background. And he's crashed! Alfie has gone right into the side of the Aston Martin and the Sauber and is round. That was a great bit of camera work from me, if I do say so myself. Meanwhile, the McLaren has lost a place, I believe. No, he hasn't. He's gained a place. But he's all over the back of the Aston Martin. Robert had a wheel issue. Fair enough. Ooh, the McLaren nearly spins out there. Meanwhile, Sam is making a move for the lead into the chicane. We said it's not an overtaking spot. It is in F4. Malone has a train of cars behind him. But also in front of him as Harry Spanswick looks to get past Bart Nouting. Can Bart hold him up? Does he want to hold him up? Look at the drive through turn 11. Onto the inside. Very nicely done on the brakes. And through. Comfortably through for Harry. But when will those tyres fall off a cliff? I expect him to drop like a stone in about 8 laps. DRS is enabled. And Sam is 2 seconds in the lead. Meanwhile, Harry is going to chase him down very, very quickly here as he's up the inside of the Williams. Meanwhile, Stewart in the background has gone for a very late send. And it's 3 wide, and the cameras are not doing themselves justice here. Stewart's up into 7th. Bradley in 8th. There's more battling ahead with Andre and the McLaren. Side by side through 3. Bit of overtake. Are they going to go side by side into the fast left-hander? Yes, they are. And there was nearly a massive crash. Stewart all over the back of Andre. Andre's gone a bit deep, and Stewart on his fresh softs goes up the inside, pushes him off a little bit. They're argy-bargying. They're side by side. There's a yellow flag for Jake. The Saubers are dropping through the field, I say with a smile on my face. And that was pretty chaotic, as I expected. Now Bart is under pressure from the McLaren. Team principal in the chat. Can he do it justice? Yeah, Sam is too fast for F4 probably. Like, he had F3 pace, but he got into incidents all the time. So he didn't have the points to show for it. But sometimes he was like right at the front. Anyway, McLaren getting the slipstream from Mark here against Bart. He's going to be up the inside. Can he make it 2 moves though? I don't think he meant to, but he's up the inside of both of them. There's cars absolutely everywhere. It's Noah's Ark down here. The Williams is into 3rd. Oh, the Aston's round! No! Stewart's up to 5th. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what is going on. Stewart is now on the back of the McLaren. He's been tagged in the rear by Bradley. And there's Constantinoing like I've never seen it before, as everyone goes into the rear of everybody there. I mean, if you were taking it, all the Aston's in trouble. The Aston has wing damage. Alfie, the pole sitter, is going to try and go past into turn 11, but there's wing damage ahead, and they do not predict it at all. So we'll wait till turn 1. Meanwhile, Mark is doing a great job of holding on to his medium tyres, but he can't go to the end. He needs to pit again. But maybe this is the right strategy, I don't know. Anyway, the McLaren's looking to make a move to get him onto the podium here. In the background we see a Haas side by side, which I might switch to. Meanwhile, it's going to be 3 wide, what do I say? Stewart up the inside, a bit of tagging there. Bradley making it through as well. Yellow flag, there's a McLaren round. But the other McLaren is in the podium positions. Gap out in front is 1.8 seconds between Sam and Harry. Speaking of gaps, there might be one up the inside. There is not. For Bradley, who gets a great run and is looking for a move there, which is not an overtaking opportunity at all. Stewart runs wide though. He could try and move into 12. The Aston gets a 3-second penalty. Bradley gets too much on the curve and gets a snap of oversteer. Mark being pushed around the corner by the Sauber, who is through. I thought I saw a spinner in the background, and Mark finally pits. So we did a lot of battling, a lot of fighting. McLaren sets the fastest lap, but but he's given up. He's going to put his soft tyres on. He's going to do 7 laps. 7 laps. Meanwhile, these guys have to do like 11 racing laps, as Stewart has left the session. If you would like to get back in, please add me. I do not think I have you. No. That is a shame for Stewart and Red Bull, who were looking for a top 5 there. Yeah, the McLaren did set fastest lap there, Maloned. Alfie gets another penalty. I think that's his 2nd of the day. It is. So some penalties in the midfield could promote the other McLaren of Stephen, or Laurie, or even Bart. Go on, Bart. Why are you on mediums, Bart? Have you pitted, Bart? Oh, never mind. Anyway, Harry. Are your tyres dead yet? Because they should be, I think. maybe 1 or 2 more laps and they'll start falling off. But if he can get in DRS, that'll be very helpful. The carnage has slowed down for a bit. Melomed. What is it? Melomed? Melomed. 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 I don't know anybody's names in this tier. Sorry. It's a late call. Anyway, Harry's in DRS. If Harry wins, I'd be very... Melomed. Ah. I think Melomed's a better name, no? Okay. Harry's not in DRS. Aston Martin up the ins... Oh no, it's only Stewart. Never mind. Oh, sorry. I thought it was this game attack. Melomed. Okay. Noted. Yeah, I don't think Harry's going to catch Sam here. I don't know about you. Meanwhile, Mark sets the fastest lap on his brand new soft compound tyres. But the other Ferrari, one's leading and one is setting up a move for P7. But also has to pit, I believe. I'm not sure. Oh, I pressed a button. There we go. Oh, good run. Good run through that corner. The Aston Martin goes wide with their wing damage. Decides against the dive bomb. I'm surprised for F4. Harry's in the pits. What's happened, Harry? Was this the strategy all along? It must have been. He's doing he's doing a 3-stop. Harry's doing a 3-stop. Andre might be getting past his teammate. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to see who has to pit still. Nobody. Good to know. Everyone's going to the end. Bart sets the fastest lap. That's worth a point. Could be battle for the fastest lap, of course, but I guess Harry will try and take that. He's on the back of Stewart, who's not in the session. No, Stewart has not added me. Okay. Harry Spanswick looking for a move on Stephen in the McLaren. He's going to go around the outside of turn 10, I think. Just had so much grip on the new tyres, but that was inevitable. The Aston's really struggling. But he's in a points-paying position on with their damage. The Ferrari of Glory is gonna try and get past. Sorry, Harry's caught up out of absolutely nowhere. Could this be a double move for Harry Spanswick? He's gone for the outside. It's 3 wide. Surely not going to make it 3 wide. He's got past the Ferrari. Can he send it on the Aston into turn 2 as well? Oh, he's going to go around the outside of the Aston into turn 2. The Aston's got wing damage, remember. Could this be a move into 4? Oh, he's lifted in the corner. He's not happy. He's not happy. And the Aston runs wide and is through. Harry is through. Mark is also trying to get through, though. And we'll make it 3 wide here. No. No. We can get a penalty check. I believe most people have 3. But Bradley and someone else has 6. Yeah, so 6 for Bradley, 6 for Alfie, as Mark gets past the Ferrari. And runs into the back of the Aston with 1 front wing damage. Gives himself front wing damage. That's not going to help his race, but he should get past anyway and up into 7th with the better tyres. Andre takes P3. Will Mark take P7? That is the question. He will. To the outside. Oh, they're still going for it, actually. Kept their foot in. No ERS to fight with it, though. And we'll have to settle for 8th. Oh! Bit of drifting behind from Laurie there. Stephen wants more positions. 10 lap old softs. So he is doing what Harry didn't and going to the end on these softs, which is interesting. I really don't know what I'd do in that situation because it's an awful time for a safety car. And as you can see, he's sliding everywhere. Look at this. Those rear tyres are going to give up, surely. Stewart's an AI, so we can't see that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can't do 10 laps on these tyres. Is he going to pit? Oh, he's only got 1 more lap to go. He's only got 1 more lap to go. This race has flown by since the safety car. As Bart gets past an AI car. Can Stephen make a move with his rear tyres the way they are? Pig scent. Sam leads. I said he would win. It looks like he's going to win. Round number 2. He's still got a lap to go. Anything can happen. Melamed is in P2. What a great drive. I don't know where he started. Should we have a look at the positions gained? Because he was way down the field, wasn't he? He's down in 5th. He's gained 3 places. That's a driver of the day contender for me. Bradley up 3 as well, but we'll have the penalty. The pole man is a time trial merchant, apparently. 13.8 in qualifying would have put him 12th in the F1 grid, top 3 in the F2 grid, pole in F3, pole in F4. Spanswick goes by with ease, and Alfie's down to 6, unfortunately. But I'm sure he'll bounce back next week. But what's happened to Stephen? He must have had a spin with those rear tyres. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a puncture coming, you know. They must be absolutely screaming at this point. Ban Sharky. Ban my former teammate. No. We do need to disqualify Jake for using hard tyres, by the way. Even though he only did 1 lap, he did use them. He is also last. But for the principle, you know. Anyway. 3 corners to go. It couldn't go wrong now, could it? He's been absolutely brilliant. 3rd on the grid. Took the lead multiple times in this race. Survived the absolute chaos at times. Made moves where no one else didn't. Sam Pritchard wins the F4 Hungarian Grand Prix. Melamed in the McLaren in P2. It's a Sauber 3-4 on the road. Andre takes 3rd, but Bradley has a 6 seconds of penalties, which doesn't drop him behind Harry, apparently. Interesting. Alfie's 6th. Mark will finish 7th. Round the corner. Aston Martin of Lisk in 8th, but loses the position to Laurie on penalties. Barton Outing 10th. It's double points for Aston, and he does have the fastest lap, I believe. Stephen 11th with a point. Stewart, I believe, gets a point despite not being here for the last 10 laps. Elite misses out. Jake, unfortunately, a lap down with a couple of spins early on. And Robert, the only DNF of the grid. What a great race. What a great race. Driver of the day is Alfie, according to the game. I disagree. I think the McLaren in P2 should get driver of the day. Any nominees for driver of the day in the chat? Because I have to make a poll, and I don't know how to do that. Sam wins. Yes, that is my name. Thank you. I enjoyed today. Felt a bit more chill. I feel like F3 I have to be proper. Today I was just like, whatever. We'll see what happens. And it was a great race. I apologise for butchering everybody's names. Yeah. That was... I decided I'd be doing this at 6:30. Anyway, let's have a look at the race director before I get shouted at for not showing it. Here's the many warnings. Collisions. Damage. Collisions. Warnings. Sam wins. Melamed P2. Andre P3. Bradley P4. Harry 5th. Alfie 6th. Mark. Laurie. Case. Bart. Stephen. Stuart. Elite. Jake. And Robert. DNF. It's fastest lap for Bart. Pole position point for Alfie. There we go. I will put a driver of the day poll up very shortly. I will go see what happens in F1. Not going to do interviews because, don't know, not going to do interviews. Stuart wanted to reconnect. But yeah, that is all for today. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope my commentary was okay. And yeah, be back next week for more F4. I might not be here. Somebody else will be here. Yeah, F4 is great. What a great race. What a great series. Anyway, bye bye.